Harry, the Lord Potato, and this is, well, what if Naruto was a reincarnation of Jade the Emperor, or Jade the Emperor, part 7. And I'm trying to end this goddamn what if. Okay, so the whole day was just a fucking mess. I just got back, well, I didn't just got back from work. At like 4, I got back from work. My head, well, I just ate. After that, I was just like fucking, I don't know, doing something. I don't remember much because after that my head just started hurting and then I think I blacked out. I don't remember what happened. But of course, okay. So after rewatching part 6, because yes, I had to go rewatch what I did on that 19-minute video, the what if. I know I could have like not uploaded or deleted it and did this one for parts, and I'm just gonna just say part 7 because fuck it. But I still have a small kind of headache. My headache my head doesn't really hurt that much. It's just I have a small headache. It's probably because of this damn heat. God, it's fucking hot. It was like fucking 90 degrees today or something like that shit. Whatever. Although being April, it should have been fucking rain season right now. But whatever bullshit's happening with that, I don't care. Other than that, go subscribe to Anime Sensei, Iconic What Ifs, and even Obi to What Ifs. Their links will be in the description, like always, and yeah. Well, other than that, I'm gonna try to finish it. Now, I'm not gonna do a recap on what the hell happened. You're just gonna have to watch part 19, and yeah. Now, of course, after Naruto kind of trying to tell Tazuna that he wanted the Kage Tower to look like a giant rice ball, Shiroi is right now glaring at him. This is where Shiroi says, "You're not going to do something stupid like that. Think of something else." Naruto just looks at her, and this is where Naruto says, "Okay, so, Tazuna, I really need you to make it look like a tower." And this is where, well, Naruto also grabbed Tazuna closer and said, "But just change it to look like a rice ball. Shh." This is where Shiroi says, this is where Naruto says, "Yeah, make it like a tower, yeah." This is where Tazuna, he looks at Naruto. Naruto looks like he's sweat dropping, and Shiroi just looks like like she wants to just murder Naruto. But she knows that she can't murder Naruto because Naruto's way stronger than her. It's just Naruto's basically a tease and doesn't really care about anything. He knows that he's overpowered as fuck, but he still needs to train to get stronger. And the power of the Jade Emperor to control all elements that what called the Jade Emperor kind of controls, like gravity and other things. And so he can do what's called fundamental element punch, the one that was called hand. That I don't remember his name. Kinda did it in the webtoons. If you have not read the latest webtoons, then yeah. Neither have I. I have actually been slacking. There's actually 3 new webtoons, comics, and I haven't watched or not watched or read on the latest 3 because I'm retarded and I forget about it. Okay. Other than that, I'm continuing this water. Okay, continue this damn water potato. Shut the fuck up. So yeah. Of course, we go into, well, Naruto saying, "Well, you do that, Tazuna, and of course, I'll pay you because I'm basically rich." Tazuna says, "How rich?" This is where Naruto says, "Will you consider a billion rich?" This is where Tazuna says, "Hold up, what?" This is where Naruto says, "What?" He's still a little kid, though. He's not like at teen level, like in how Naruto met him when it was like after the pain attack and all that. He's still like kid and all. And of course, this is where Tazuna says, "Hold up, kid. How the fuck did you just get rich?" Naruto says, "Ignore that part." This is where Tazuna says, No. Hey, Brad, this is where Naruto says, "Well, I gotta go find more bases of Orochimaru, but yeah, I need you to build that. Don't worry, I will pay you all. I'll pay your workers. I'll pay the supplies. Don't worry, I'll pay anything that you need. But yeah, Tazuna says, fine, fine. But wait, who's gonna be the one kind of like looking over us kind of for the design? Shiroi says, you bastard, you're not doing this shit again. Here's where Naruto says, well, I'm taking Sugetsu because I need him to help me find the bases. Here's where Shiroi says, I can help you, fuck. Naruto says, no, this guy's good enough. Besides, I won't need to worry about him not getting killed. Sugetsu says, damn, what a great guy. He's just doing that, well, he says, what a great Kage. Naruto says, I'm not Kage level, I'm God level. Difference is, I can beat the shit out of a Kage. This is where Sugetsu just sweat drops. Everyone sweat drops after hearing that. But this is where Naruto says, oh, well, let's go. This is where Sugetsu kind of follows him. Now, of course, where is Rock Lee and Tenten? Well, Rock Lee and Tenten are right now kind of talking to each other. And, of course, they're kind of flirting with each other because, well, Rock Lee doesn't look like Rock Lee on original canon. He doesn't have those bushy eyebrows or that full haircut. He does have his hair kind of like, how should I say? Not in the bowl haircut, but it's kind of more like non-straight. It's like spiky a little bit, but yeah. Of course, his bushy eyebrows are kind of just normal a little bit, but yeah. After awoken chakra and other things. And of course, he is physically strong, but he also does have tons of fucking chakra. And his eyes are right now being covered by glasses. Because, yeah, he can't really deactivate his eyes. His kind of special dojutsu. Now, of course, he's kind of flirting with Tenten because Tenten was someone else that got awoken with her kind of special ability powers. Now, we don't know much, well, how, original canon for Tenten and Rock Lee's parents, we don't really know much. But I'm going to just say that Rock Lee's parents were someone with a strong bloodline, dojutsu, and Kekkei. That is, well, the Kekkei is the leaf style. And the dojutsu is the which I kind of showed you one time. It's like a spiral kind of greenish eye. Let me show you if you want to know. Well, this is how it looks like for if he activates, well, if he adds more chakra for the true version. This is the true version. But for the false version, it would just look like a dark green that only has like one like line kind of being curved around. But yeah. Now, I should mention, Tenten's eyes are, well, a very, like, this kind of bluish color. The reason why is because her bloodline is actually Ice Dragon. Well, her bloodline is like a Kekkei that she's connected to the Ice Dragons, mostly. But, of course, they are right now just kind of flirting with each other, but yeah. Because it's an actual, well, I don't know, I just see them together easily because... Who's the fucking mother of Metal Lee? I just want to know. I know it's definitely Tenten. But other than that... No, I'm just kidding. But of course, they're kind of protecting the village, but of course kind of flirting with each other. But yeah. And also training with each other. Of course, Shiroi kind of gets grumbly and kind of gets angry. The fact that Naruto does trust her, it's just Naruto sometimes doesn't really like kind of like... how should I say, dealing with people half the time. Now, if he takes Sugetsu with him, because Sugetsu can just turn into water, and Naruto doesn't need like to, when he lets go with anger, he might kill someone. Now, Naruto has kind of like tons of anger, because every time he sees a base and sees how the humans were like treated and all that, he kind of gets angrier and angrier, the fact that Orochimaru has done so many just spiteful things. And he doesn't really want anyone near him when he explodes with power. Of course, Kurama even tries to calm down Naruto so he wouldn't explode. But Naruto is just getting angrier and angrier and angrier every time he sees all these sights. This is where Kurama kind of tells him in his mind, kid, shouldn't you relax a little bit? Well, I know that Tazuna is going to have to rebuild the, village and all that, make it better. But you should relax. You should clear your mind before you accidentally explode with power and anger. This is where Naruto says, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. This is if I explode with power and anger, I'm going to go destroy the nearest village, and that is probably the waterfall village. But the reason why the waterfall village has not been destroyed or attacked by Orochimaru is the fact that it can't really be found. Naruto says, you realize I found all the bases that were underground by my eyes. Kurama says, then again, you are god level, so I can't really say shit, can I? Naruto says, no shit, what do you think I'm doing? That's where Kurama says, whatever, kid. Fine, let's just go. This is where, well, Naruto's going with Sugetsu, and of course, Sugetsu are like, yeah, they're going around finding more bases that are outside the village. And of course, Naruto destroys them, takes some, like, scrolls and other things, keeps destroying things and blah, blah, blah. He kind of does this for, like, one day, because he can fly really fast and around the, what's called, 5 Great Nations. But of course, this is where he goes to an island, because this is where Sugetsu does tell him about the islands. Well, mostly near what's called the Mist Village. Naruto knows that he needs to stop the what's called not Revolution Army, the fight with Yagare, because he knows Yagare is, well, someone that needs to be stopped. So of course Naruto says maybe I would do that as a secondary mission after this. As Sugetsu says, so would you help me kind of take what's it called? Well, not take. Would you help me kind of like get any of the 7 swordsmen? Naruto kind of flew to the land of waves first, because he also needed to get more supplies, because Tazuna did ask him. Because when Tazuna saw that Naruto can fly, he kind of asked Naruto if he can go get some supplies from the land of waves. So of course this is where, well, Naruto says fine. So they get to what's it called, Zabuza's kind of like grave, and of course Naruto just hates taking like stuff to the person he respects the most, Zabuza Momochi, and Haku, the one person that was actually his true friend. Now, of course, this is where Naruto just says, take the blade, but also don't piss me off enough. This is where she gets to kind of switch off and says, yeah, sure. He kind of takes the blade, and of course he can lift it up because he pumps water and he makes his muscles kind of grow. But yeah. So where Naruto's kind of does pray, well, not pray, he kind of just like takes a moment to be silent for what's called Haku and Zabuza's like grave and all that, and then says, I hope you two are doing good in the afterlife. Even if you, Zabuza, didn't have a good what's called life and kill a lot of people, it doesn't matter. You truly show me the way of the shinobi way, the fact that no one in this world is very good and no one in this world is very evil. And Haku, I hope one day we will see each other again. Either you're reincarnated into someone else, or we meet each other in the battlefield if you're a ghost. Naruto just laughs and makes a joke. But other than that, thank you. This is where Naruto kind of just cries a little bit. This is where Sugetsu says, are you? Naruto glares at him. This is where Sugetsu says, oh, never mind. So where's the land of waves? This is where Naruto says, like, just take the bridge. So they go through the bridge. Of course, this is where Naruto is being bombarded with a bunch of people about saying, you're the hero. Well, not the hero. They don't really know this is Naruto until Naruto did go to one of the shops and all that. And of course, this is where, well, Naruto kind of asked the old lady that like some food and all that, because this old lady was like a restaurant and all that. I'm gonna say sushi. I don't know that many foods, so fucking Japanese, so yeah, I'm gonna just say sushi, okay? This is where the old lady says, yes, young gentleman, what will be your name of the tab of order? Of course, there's other people in there. There's like young ladies and other people, like older guys, and yeah. And of course, is where Naruto says, my name is Naruto Uzumaki and Sugetsu. Well, this guy Sugetsu. This is where the old lady widens her eyes and says, wait, you're the hero of this of this town. My grandson did tell me, well, my what's it called, dear nephew did tell me about a hero that helped us defeat Gato, and you're that hero. That's where Naruto says, huh? Oh, right, I forgot they call me the hero of this village. So Getsu says, wait, why? A bunch of like people are now kind of cheering at Naruto, saying, wow, he's the hero and all that. So yeah, rumors did spread really fast because this is basically their hero. So yeah. Of course, Naruto does eat peaceably quiet and doesn't really like being annoyed that much. So, of course, Sugetsu is kind of like talking to the younger girls and all that. He's like, yo, what's good? He's trying to be smooth as fuck with his like sharp teeth. Of course, the girls like think of him like scary half the time. Naruto kind of chuckles, saying, he's just eating. He chuckles a little bit. This is where Sugetsu says, hey, what are you laughing at? This is where Naruto says, oh, nothing. Now I should mention Sugetsu is 13, just like Naruto. So yeah. Of course, this is where a girl kind of goes up to Naruto, even though she was like nervous and all, and says, hello there, Hiro-sama. This is where Naruto says, Hiro-sama? This is where Sugetsu says, yes, I am a hero. This is where Naruto kind of just like throws his chopsticks at what's called Sugetsu, after what's called Sugetsu kind of making that. What's it called, joke or whatever, saying he is a hero-sama. And of course, Sugetsu gets hit, and of course, he does turn his body almost into water. But of course, he really didn't want to freak out anyone, and especially piss off Naruto. So of course, he just gets hit and says, ow, you mother. That's where Naruto says, hey, don't cuss in front of the lady. That's where, well, Sugetsu says, okay, whatever. This is where the young lady, she's like 15 older than Naruto, but of course she thinks that Naruto's older because Naruto's pretty damn tall for being only a 13-year-old. Naruto's right now being I think I mentioned that his height is 5'5", but yeah. Of course, this is where she kind of gets nervous and says, would you like anything? She's like right now getting nervous and all, and of course, this is where Naruto says, anything? What do you mean? This is where she says, what? It's because she can't really talk. Why did you come to the, what's called, Land of Waves? Naruto says, oh, that's just because I gotta get supplies for, Tazuna. For, creating my, what's called, somewhat half village. I don't know. But other than that, yeah, I'm just here for some supplies for Tazuna. So, yeah. I'm not gonna stay here very long. I gotta go do other things. I'm still a ninja, so yeah. So of course the girls kind of get saddened, but yeah. Of course the old lady says, "Okay, well, your tab, how much you will pay will be nothing since you are the hero." Naruto says, "No, I will pay. I still feel bad for not paying." That's where the old lady assists to not pay for Naruto to pay, but of course this is where Naruto and Sugetsu are leaving because the old lady says, yeah, it's fine. Until Naruto, in his speed moment, he said hyper speed. And of course, he appears behind the old lady and gave her a cache of like money behind her, like a table, and a note saying that I'm still paying. This is where when Naruto and Sugetsu leave, this is where the old lady turns around and sees what they call the money and Naruto's handwriting, which she wanted to go after to see if Naruto was still out. But of course, she tells one of the, what's it called, younger ladies. And of course, when they go outside, they don't see Naruto or Sugetsu. The reason why they don't see those two is because Naruto, he like disappeared with Sugetsu also disappearing. And well, Sugetsu in the water, what's it called, sunshine? Oh, not sunshine. What am I talking about? No, a water body flicker cell. And Naruto just is disappearing like very fast. Like he didn't even use a body flicker. He just disappeared so fast. But yeah. Of course, this is where, well, Naruto gets to what's it called, Tazuna's place. Sees Tatsumi, and Tatsumi says, do you two need help? Because she was outside. Naruto says, oh, hello there, Tatsumi-sama. Or Tatsumi-sen. This is where Tatsumi says, do I know you by any chance? Naruto says, we're son knows me and your grandfather knows me. Since, we came here about, I'm going to say that it's been like over 8 months ago. This is when Naruto says, over 8 months ago to help your, what's it called, your land to get rid of, not Tazo, Nagato. And yeah, History Tatsumi widened her eyes and said, wait, but I didn't see you with those ninjas. Naruto said, oh, my name is Naruto Uzumaki. My hair just changed color. There's a word she widened her eyes and kind of hugs Naruto, saying, oh my god, you're back. Wait, why are you here? Naruto says, oh, just to get some supplies for Tazuna, since he's helping me kind of build something. Mr. Tatsumi kind of nodded and says, okay, yeah, the supplies will be like back there. But wait, wouldn't it take you too long to bring the supplies? Wouldn't you need more people than just one person? Naruto looks at Sugetsu and Naruto says, he's not gonna help me. Well, this is where Tatsumi says, wait, but how you... Naruto lift them all up in the air. It's just a bunch of logs and wood supplies that Naruto needs. And Naruto just using telekinesis. Naruto says, I can just lift up things, making them float in the air. This is where, well, she winds her eyes and then says, well, good luck then. This is where Naruto brings the supplies back towards the Sound Village and then brings Sugetsu back to the, what's it called, kind of a couple of islands. So, of course, Naruto does go to a whirlpool just to go see something first. Well, not whirlpool yet. He kind of goes to, what's it called, to the smaller islands and all that. And when he gets there, he kind of like, he's on one of those smaller islands. Of course, where a bunch of kids are like throwing rocks at a girl that's like 13 years old. And of course, she has multiple bandages. And she's kind of like dealing with a bunch of kids. Of course, she's not fighting back. Until Naruto lands down in like because he was still like in the air and all that with Sugetsu. And Sugetsu's still freaking out. That's where Naruto says, Sugetsu, would you survive if I dropped you? Sugetsu says, wait, what? He's right now melting. This is where Naruto just says, I'm just saying, you're made out of water. You'd be good, right? This is where Sugetsu says, wait, let's not try. This is where Naruto lets go of him. Naruto then goes land in the ground. Sugetsu splats to the ground and then reforms back himself into water. He is like, that guy's fucking crazy. What the hell? This is where Naruto, he's right now in the bottom, he was on top of the cliff. Then he just jumps down. Of course, he lands super softly into the ground and sees a bunch of kids like throwing rocks still. But when all the rocks are keep throwing at what's it called, the girl with what's it called, this girl with purple hair and black, what's it called, eyes, was kind of just trying to block the rocks from hitting her much, with just one arm. And of course, when multiple rocks were still coming at her, that's where all of them stop in midair. This is where all the boys are confused. And this is where all of them are just like, what the hell? This is where Naruto says, she's not a monster. This is where all the rocks kind of goes towards him to float. And this is where everyone widens their eyes. And this is where Naruto just says, what are y'all little brats doing to her? Naruto sent a murderous glare at almost all of them. But they were confused when they couldn't see his eyes, but they did see a bit of red come out. Like a red glow kind of come out from one of his eyes. This is where all of them kind of now get scared and run away, saying, monster, demon, demon, demon. This is where Naruto laughs and says, oh, what a bunch of idiots. Naruto lets go of all the rocks to not fall down on the ground. And this is where, well, the purple-haired girl looks at Naruto and confusedly but doesn't care and walks kind of back to her house. This is where Naruto appeared right in front of her and says, where do you think you're going? You seem hurt. Or is there something more under those bandages? Very interesting, don't you think? This is where this girl says, move out of the way. Naruto says, or what? Are you gonna move me out of the way? This is where Naruto smiles at her. Kind of like an evilly smile. Like a goofy smile, but at the same time look like he's evilly. Like evil and all that. To smile evilly. This is where, well, this girl is named, well, her name says, what is her name anyway? She tells Naruto. Naruto says, oh, my name is Naruto Uzumaki. What is yours? This is where she says, "My name is Izurbi." Wait, she says her name is Izurberry, and of course is where Naruto says, "Huh, interesting name." But I'm not gonna move it out of the way until you tell me about your life, or a little bit, and why those people are attacking you. This is where she says, "None of your concern." This is where Sugetsu is screaming, "Ah! Help! Naruto, help me!" This is where Naruto says, "God damn it, what is that goddamn idiot doing now?" Right now, Sugetsu is being attacked by what's called two of Kabuto's teammates. Because they kind of flee when after the Konoha crush didn't really work out. But yeah, of course they're saying, "Come here, you be a nice experiment for us." This is where Isuribi kind of gets scared, but Naruto kind of just lets her telekinesis and floats her up, and then they both disappear and appear right next to Sugetsu. Naruto kind of lets her down to the ground, and Isuribi was kind of scared to see those two. And they say, three experiments. Naruto appears from them, or in front of them, pulling out his sword and cutting them into a million pieces and exploding them. This is where, well, a scientist comes out, like the mad scientist that was kind of after Izuribi for more experiments and all that. This is where he kind of looks shocked and scared to see Naruto. Naruto says, "Oh, I see, I missed one." This is where Naruto appears right in front of him. Naruto says, "It seems the girl is scared of you, and the guy also. You must be one of Orochimaru's lackeys." Naruto grabs him from the neck, and Naruto says, "Tell me why I shouldn't crush your neck." This is where, well, he gets scared and says, "Please, I don't work for Orochimaru." This is where Naruto says, "Oh, I should mention one thing. Orochimaru is dead. Even if you work for him or not, he's dead. You don't work for a dead man, do you?" This is where the man widens his eyes and Naruto crushes his neck in an instant, without even any mercy. This is where Naruto kind of like uses his eyes to look around and finds a base. This is where Naruto says, "Come along, Izuribi and Sugetsu." This is where Izuribi kind of gulps, because she just sees this boy kind of like protect her from some like kids and all that. But it'll also be very scary and kill what's it called Orochimaru's like lackeys in just an instant. Naruto didn't show any mercy. Of course, Sugetsu says, well, we gotta follow him. Come on, let's go." This is where Izuribi kind of follows Naruto and Sugetsu. They get to the base. Naruto sees what's it called a disgusting sight, and he absolutely just erases this whole place by kind of bringing it up in the air and crushing it into a million pieces. Well, not crushing it into a million pieces, making it into a just giant ball. Of course, like a stone ball, and then just throws it into a lake, saying, "It's art, screw it, I don't care." This is where, well, Izuribi says, "Well, thank you." This is where Naruto says, "Oh, no, you don't." This is where Izuribi wanted to go back home, until Naruto grabbed him from like the shoulder, and this is where Naruto says, "You are your experiment, right?" This is where Izuribi kind of gulps and says, "Yes." This is where Naruto says, "Oh, if you are, well, I want you to come with me and my friend back to the village called the Sound Village, so you can live a normal life. Don't worry, you can meet other people that are strange in the Rice Village." This is where Sugetsu says, "You shouldn't be calling that Naruto-sama." Naruto says, "What is Shiroi gonna do, fucking kill me?" This is where Sugetsu says, "That's a good chance." Naruto says, "She probably won't even be able to kill me." Then Sugetsu says, "You really like pissing her off." Naruto says, "Don't worry about it. Let's just keep going." Of course, they go into another island, and this time, Izuribi is tagging along. And this is where, well, it's Karin that's on this island. She senses Naruto, and this is like a potent but also corrosive chakra, and she is scared. She kind of tells what's called the scientist next to her to kind of bring out all the mutants and other things to attack this person. Naruto walks in first because he sent so many chakra spikes kind of going towards him, and Naruto murders them all, even the doctor. Naruto comes out from the base with a bunch of like supplies like scrolls and all that, and Karin. Naruto says, who the hell is this bitch? This is where, well, Sugetsu says, oh, hey, Kari. This is where Kari looks at Sugetsu and glares at him. This is where Sugetsu says, oh, right, she's pissed at me. This is where Kari says, let go of me. You know if you keep doing this, Orochimaru-sama will kill you. This is where, well, Naruto kind of looks at her, glares at her with none of his eyes being open, but like red glow kind of appearing. This is where Naruto says, huh, you mean Orochimaru from the grave, or what? I'm sorry, but Orochimaru's been dead for about a couple of fucking months. Well, 1 month. I don't know about you, but you've been working for a dead man. I don't think he's gonna come back from the grave, try to kill me, because I'll kick his ass, kill him, and erase him from fucking life. This time. This is where, well, Karin is shocked to hear that Orochimaru is dead. This is where she says, so, why are you here? Destroying every base that I can find for Orochimaru, because I'm gonna destroy every single bit of Orochimaru's legacy. If he ever comes back in, getting his goddamn immortal life, I'm kicking his ass and erasing him this time. This is where Karin is scared of Naruto, and this is where Naruto says, but whatever, let's just go. Naruto doesn't carry her that long, but throws her into the air, using telekinesis to lift them all up, and then go towards the next base. The next base, it is Jogo's, like, what's called, place. Jogo is kind of like going on a rampage and all that. And this is where Jogo's laughing. He's going insane and all that. Naruto is like walking. He's like, what the hell is this place? Izuribi is scared, hiding behind Sugetsu. Sugetsu is scared, hiding behind Naruto. And Karin is also scared, hiding behind Izuribi. But yeah. Of course, Naruto says, why the hell were you all scared? This is where, well, when he turns around to look at all three of them, this is where all three of them looks behind Naruto and sees a giant beast with yellow eyes and orange hair kind of glaring at Naruto behind him. And this is where Sugetsu says, Naruto? This is where Karin says, look. This is where Izurimi says, behind. This is where Naruto looks behind. And this is where Jogo punches what they call Naruto in the face. Now, Naruto, he didn't even flinch. He didn't even move. And he didn't even get pushed back. This is where Naruto says, can you move your fucking face out of my goddamn face? This is where, well, Jogo is surprised. This is where Jogo starts attacking Naruto multiple times. This is where, well, Naruto, he blocks the punch. The last punch that kind of went into booster, like Jogo kind of boosts up his punch to kind of try to punch Naruto harder. And this is where Naruto blocks that shit with just ease. Of course, the punch, when it hit Naruto, when he just blocks it with one finger, Naruto then just swiped the air and cuts what they call, well, he just like hits the air like a karate chop. He like first snapped his, well, he kind of like, let me say this again. He hit the air when he blocked that attack. He then kind of like moved his like arm that he blocked the attack with one finger or another, and kind of just hit the air just like hits the air with a karate chop, and then snapped his fingers. And this is where, well, Jogo is now on the ground, cut with multiple places. Naruto says, interesting. I guess he has a double personality. I can help him. Let's take him back. This is where Sugetsu, Karin, and Izuribi are right now saying, are you fucking insane? Naruto says, besides, he didn't even punch me. Like, all the, what's it called, attack wounds that Naruto kind of received were a bunch of, like, scratches and all that, and they all heal extremely fast. So where they say, what the fuck are you made out of, titanium? Naruto says, yes? This is where Karin says, what the fuck? Wait, I just realized one thing. Your red hair, are you an Uzumaki? Naruto says, wow, Karin, I thought you were smart. Now you're retarded and asking me this goddamn question? I thought Sugetsu will already tell you that my full name is Naruto Uzumaki. Karin says, wait, don't be mean to me. I'm just a kid. Naruto says, I'm also a kid. 13 years old, bitch. This is where Karin goes, I thought you were at least 15. Naruto says, how the fuck do I look 15 to you? Because you're taller than us. Naruto says, "Oh my fucking god, you guys are retarded as hell." This is where, well, Karin says, "I'm not retarded. Sugetsu is." Naruto says, "I mean, Sugetsu is probably stronger than you, but okay, let's just go." Also, Sugetsu, I gave you that fucking executioner blade, and you better fucking learn how to fucking use it. This is where Sugetsu kind of says, "Yeah, chill before you try to kill me again." This is where, well, they all started kind of flying at the lift up because Naruto used telekinesis, and also they turned the what's called base into a giant ball after destroying it. He also did found some like what's it called reading and all that about what's this base about and what is Jogo kind of doing. He found out it's a curse mark, and Naruto says, "Interesting bloodline, curse mark, where he can get the natural curse energy." Interesting. This is where, well, Naruto then just takes them all back. Now it was 2 days. Then Naruto did this all in a span of 2 days. But yeah. Naruto gets back to the Sound Village. And of course, he brings a couple people along, like, what's it called? Karin, Izuribi, and Jogo. Of course, Naruto did go into Jogo's mind to fight against the, what's it called? To fight against the, what's it called, crazy side of Jogo. And this is where the murder side tried to attack Naruto, until Naruto just obliterated him with just snapping of the fingers and just, poof, like a light beam just happened and it was just gone. Naruto just says, "What a weakling." The attack that Naruto used was called Divine Purge Pure. So it just got rid of anything that was demonic and just obliterated in an instant. Like demonic crazy half the time. But yeah. Of course, Jogo is now the happy side, somewhat the peaceful side, and doesn't want to hurt anyone. But yeah. Of course, he can use curse energy. Well, not curse energy. Blah, blah, blah. What am I talking about? The curse mark without going insane. So yeah. Of course, this is where Jogo says thank you to Naruto. And of course, he is kind of very grateful for Naruto, though. This is where, well, Naruto sees the what's called village is now being built pretty fast because a bunch of villagers were helping Tazuna to kind of build the houses and yeah, and even help him build the compound for the Fuma clan. And this is where the tower of the the Kage is being built. This is where Naruto says, "Rice." He's thinking of like getting rice now. And this is where everyone just kind of looks at him, because everyone is happy to see Naruto again, and Shiroi is right now in a white dress, because she is now supposed to be the Kage. And of course, this is where, well, they think of her more of being the Kage than Naruto. This is where, well, Shiroi kind of looks at Naruto with a murderous glare, because she is wearing full white. Of course, she's kind of wearing like full white and hats to show that she's a Kage. And of course, she's sending a murderous glare to Naruto. Decides to take off like the, what's it called, Kage clothing and throws it at Naruto. Says, "Wear this, you fuck." Naruto says, "What the fuck? Why am I wearing this?" Shiroi says, "Because you weren't here for fucking 2 days and you brought more people, which is good, but I had to take care of a bunch of fucking things. Now, fucking wear it, be the Kage, and shut up." Naruto says, "But you realize that I'm only gonna be Kage for, well, it's been 5 days. 2 more days and I'm out," said this bitch. But yeah. This is where Shiroi glares at him, and Shiroi says, "I don't care if you have to spend here another 2 weeks to do it, because I am not gonna stay here and be the damn Kage. I'm already annoyed." Naruto says, "Annoyed? Well, that's interesting." "Well, I'm not annoyed with you then." Shiroi kind of flustered, but then she gets angry and says, "Shut up." That's where Naruto says, "Fine, whatever." Of course, this is where, well, Tenten and Rock Lee has been like beating up any band that actually came closer, but yeah. Rock Lee with his taijutsu, but also his enhanced chakra attacks really destroy anyone, and Tenten just frees the shit out of them using her ice breath and even her sword. Her ice sword. The sword is called Ice Dragon Princess Sword. So yeah. This is where, well, Rock Lee, he's easily defeating anyone that came close, but yeah. Of course, this is where, well, the building and other things takes 1 more days, and of course, this is where the finish. Naruto then pays for Tazuna's, like, ride, well, what's it called, not right back, like, what's it called, just pays for the work and other things, and of course, the place looks well made and all that, and Naruto's happy. He's like, thanks, man. Tazuna says, yeah, pleasure doing business, Naruto. I still can't believe you have $1 billion, but okay. Naruto says, yeah. As it were, well. And Naruto says, thank you, Naruto. See you next time if you ever need help. Naruto says, yeah, don't worry about it. And Nari, I'll call you once if I need more help and all that, rebuilding and things and all that. And this is where, well, Tazuna says, whatever, kid, we're going. This is where Naruto says, yeah. So yeah, so where Naruto then what's it called? Just like does like the economy now for the what's it called, the Sound Village. Of course, this is where Shodoi says let's not call it the Rice Village or the Sound Village. Well, what about what to call it? Naruto says the Silver Village. Wait, why are you calling it Silver Village now? Naruto says because of your silver eyes. This is where Sora gets flustered and says, wait, what? This is where Naruto says, I really couldn't think of anything else, and silver sounds like a good color for you to rule over, right? This is where she says, but I was thinking of the Red Village. Wait, why? Are you trying to think of my hair? It's interesting you're thinking of me, which is surprising. This is where Sora says, no, I'm not thinking of you. Naruto chuckles a little bit, and this is where Naruto says, nah, I'm calling it a Silver Village, so yeah. This is where Naruto says, then you can be called the Ginkaige. That just means silver in Japanese, but yeah. The Gin, but yeah. This is where, should I say, whatever. This is where Naruto says, but I gotta do the economy. So Naruto does the economy stuff real fast and other things to alliance with other people, but yeah. This is where Naruto did alliance with the Fire Village, the, what's it called, Land Away Village, the Snow Village, yeah. Wait, was it this one that Naruto did a mission to go to the Land of Snow? Actually, I'm gonna just say that was before, yeah, you know, another, what's it called, alliance with the Snow Village, so basically Koyoki, because he did that mission before going into the Chunin Exam, so yeah. So, of course, this is where Naruto kind of already met Koyoki. And Koyoki was shocked to hear Naruto has red hair and is 5'5". She thought that Naruto was lying about being 13. And Naruto says, no, I'm serious being 13. You're probably 16 already, so calm down. Koyoki just kind of grumbles, but yeah. Of course, this is where both Shodoi and Koyoki kind of glares at each other. Naruto notices, but he doesn't really know what's happening. Because he's still kind of love dance, but yeah. Of course, he's kind of a tease, but he kind of just gets that a little bit from, well, just knowing that he's powerful, but yeah. Of course, this is where Naruto does make an alliance with that. Of course, making an alliance with the Waterfall Village, not really. Naruto just knows that he needs to destroy that village. Because, well, yeah. He kind of hates him. A lot. And he hates all the villages that attack the Uzumaki. So like the Mist, the Cloud, and even the Stone Village, but yeah. Especially the Stone Village, he kind of hates it so much, for some reason. But yeah. Of course, this is where the 2 days are up, and of course Shiroi is the new Super Kage. And of course, she is kind of like working in it and all that. Her 2 teammates are like her bodyguards and all that. This is where Rock Lee, Tenten, and even Naruto goes back towards the Leaf Village. This is where, well, Tsunade says, that's good, Naruto. And, yeah. Of course, this is where, well, Sasuke kind of notified the Hokage about Sasuke leaving. And of course, Sasuke tried to run away from the village. And of course, this is where Naruto says, I got this. Naruto disappeared. Of course, Sasuke says, no, Baka, you are not gonna hurt him. This is where Naruto slapped the shit out of Sasuke and disappeared. Appeared right in front of Sasuke, knocking him into the ground by just smashing his head into the ground. And then appearing right in front of Tsunade while Sasuke knocked the fuck out. This is where Tsunade says, well, you brought back the Uchiha. This is where Naruto says, better put Cillian Ray on him. If he's not treated as trying to leave the village as a missing man, there's a good chance I might just kill the Uchiha. The Uchiha has been nothing but useless. This is just Tsunade thinks about it. And thinks about it pretty good. She then thinks about it. If killing all the Uchihas would probably be good, killing Sasuke might be better. This is where Tsunade thinks about it. Naruto's pretty damn strong, and can definitely protect the Leaf Village. Sasuke, on the other hand, doesn't look like to protect the Leaf Village. That's where Tsunade says, go ahead, kill him. That's where Naruto cracks his neck and kills Sasuke in an instant. That's where Naruto says, he says, is that all, Hokage-sama? This is where Tsunade says, yes. This is where Rock Lee and Tenten kind of leave off. Well, they already left, but yeah. Of course, this is where, well, Rock Lee and Tenten are kind of dating now because, yeah. And this is where Naruto goes back to the compound. He kind of like talks to Hinata and all that. Of course, this is where, well, Jiraiya, he's kind of also at the compound. Not inside the compound. He was outside. But yeah. He was like trying to figure out how to get inside. He one time almost got inside on accident from Hinata. Until Gaara uses his sand attack to kind of smash him back out. But yeah. Of course, Jiraiya tries to go back inside, but he couldn't. This is where it happens before Naruto came back to the village. This is where Jiraiya's trying to figure out. This is where Naruto appears right behind Jiraiya and says, hey, you know, it's rude to kind of get into my compound. And for that, I should kick you away. Jiraiya says, wait, before you kick me, I want you to come with me in a 4-year time skip of training. Naruto says, pathetic. I won't need your training. You're weaker than me. Why would I even need your training? Jiraiya says, because you're talking to a legendary... This is what Naruto says. And you're talking to a god rank legendary person. So get the fuck out of my way. Naruto, like, roundhouse kicks Jiraiya across the village and didn't care. This is where Naruto then thinks, I should probably train. 4 years. Good enough. This is where Naruto says, well, since everyone is here, I should probably train them. Shura is back to the Sound Village, but I can help her with training far away, but yeah. This is where we go into a 4-year time skip. Now, Jiraiya did get kind of hurt and was in the hospital for about a week. Because, yeah, Tsunade kind of just put him bare. Because, yeah, Naruto kicked the shit out of him. Of course, Naruto trained for 4 years in his compound. With Gaara and the others. But Gaara did go back to the Sand Village in, well, not 4 years. And what's called 1 year. After what's called getting training from Naruto. But, yeah. He then aligns what's called the villages and all that. And, yeah. The Kazekage that was kind of being... The temporary Kazekage was what's it called, Chio. Not Chio, Chi, whatever the old lady name. But of course, when she saw Gaara, she then says that Gaara is now the new Kazekage. This is where, well, Samui was there being trained with Naruto, and of course she really got an interest with Naruto. This is where Naruto kind of trained her for what's called 3 years. And of course, well, not 3 years, 2 years. And of course, Samui actually stayed in the what's called compound, while her team, Karu, Amoe, and Yujito kind of went back to the Cloud Village. And of course, Yujito, since she is basically the strongest, and she is the two-toes, actually becomes the Raikage for her now, because yeah. And the Raikage, basically the Cloud Village was in a huge mess. But yeah, of course, Yujito, whatever. basically she did kind of knock out the old Raikage, who was actually a old, what's it called, a dark-skinned old man who was basically trying to abuse the power of being the Raikage. But Yujito kind of just burned him easily and became the new Raikage. But yeah. Of course, is where, well, Amoe and Karu are right now her bodyguards, but yeah. Now, Naruto does train for what's called 4 years. Another 2 years with what's called Hinata and Samui. And of course, they became taller. Samui became the same height in the original canon. But Naruto became 6'5". Naruto was pretty damn tall. Now, of course, where, well, Hinata was also tall. And she became, what's it called, she became 6'1". So yeah, she became taller than original canon. Because in original canon, it said she was 5'3". But yeah. Of course, this is where Naruto's like the taller one. And he's 17 and being 6'5". This is where, well, Naruto's now 17. Of course, he did take, what's it called, more missions when he was in the Leaf Village. So, of course, he is, well, what's it called, still a billionaire? Not billionaire. He's a, what's it called, he's still, well, not a billion, he's at 2 billion. So, yeah, he got rich over more time. Because Hinata and Samui did help him kind of reach that, what's called, 2 billion. And, well, not 2 billion, I'm going to say 3 billion in just 4 years. Because they did take missions. Now, Samui did become a Leaf, what's called Kunoichi. And she is, well, she did kind of be trained by what's called Tsunade. Because Tsunade saw that Samui is very an expert in what's called healing jutsu. Her chakra control is pretty good, even Hinata's. So that's why Tsunade did take an interest in those two. But Naruto did just train by himself and mastering the power of the Jade Emperor. Now, he is 10 times stronger than he was. Well, not 10 times. He's 100 times stronger than he was when he was 13. He's now at 100% of the Jade Emperor's power. So yeah. Of course, there's not really a height in what's it called, the power of the well, not a height measurement in what's called when the Jade Emperor or the King was at his prime. So I'm gonna say that he was 6'5". But yeah. So Naruto is 6'5". This is where, well, Naruto is just like, he was kind of told by Jiraiya about, well, not told by Jiraiya, kind of found out about the Akashi's, and yeah. Of course, he knows that Itachi's gonna go after him after killing his little brother. But Naruto is ready to just beat his ass to the ground. But yeah. But other than that, this is not where I'm going to leave it off. You thought I was going to leave it off here? Yes, because this is actually where I'm going to leave it off. Yeah, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato seed, and potato. I wanted to actually do this for part 6, but I didn't have time, and I was rushed. So, of course, this is where, well, with that happening, yeah, this is where I'm going to leave it off for part 7. Part 8 will be whatever. And yes, I will try to finish it on part 8. Try, because yeah. But other than that, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato, and yeah, bye.